YouTube family! Welcome to another Two Family Homestead live stream. Woo!
I'm not ready.
You're live.
I can still hear music from your machine.
No, you can't.
What is it that I hear?
My phone keeping Zoom going.
Ah, I see. Okay. Good evening, folks. I wasn't ignoring you. Well, yeah, I guess I was. You're stuck with us tonight. I know. Bummer, huh?
Well, we got some other people that's going to be joining us.
We are doing something different tonight. I don't even know if Daryl is going to put the Skype number up. We are doing Zoom, right?
Yes.
And for that, you are going to have to email us, and Daryl will in turn email you a link. That way we don't get any crazies. Well, some of them out there are crazy, so I don't know if that can stop. Yeah. Yeah, I talk to some of them daily.
Well, maybe they think you're crazy.
Oh, I know I am.
So, but anyway, kind of an open mic night tonight. You got something you want to talk about? Let's chat. I want to start it off.
San Antonio or San Anton?
I'm being
Toad
ignored.
in the Garden. I like that. I like the name of that, your channel, Toad in the Garden. What?
I said I'm being ignored.
I
Wait a
was
minute.
reading.
Well, go ahead. Let me get on the screen with you. Wait a minute.
Francine. Yes, see, Francine, you can't look and type too? I'm glad to see you here tonight, Francine.
Okay.
I'm
here with you. I'm on the screen with you.
And Sean in Alaska was born crazy. See?
He was born crazy.
I have fellow crazies out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Carrie? Nah, yesterday was Sunday. Just treat me normal. There's the naked gardener.
Naked gardener?
Yeah, naked.
If you decide you'd like to participate tonight, you do have to wear clothes in front of the camera. Just saying.
Yeah. But Sydney can cut up a watermelon like nobody's business. And he likes sitting in front of fires, I've heard. Especially when you put plastic jugs in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Right, Sydney?
Oh, wait a minute. We got some announcements to
Mari!
make.
How are you, dear?
I just saw Stringfield Ridge.
Yes,
float by.
you have an announcement to
So
make.
we have announcements to make. Let's see what they are.
Thank you, Candy Lynn.
Okay.
Searching Sabrina. Love you more.
If you are anywhere within a day's drive or further of southwest Kentucky, what's the name of that place? Grand Rivers,
Kentucky.
Grand Rivers, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Look it up on a map. It's just there's two rivers come together.
Are you sure it's two?
I think. I don't know. It's wet.
What if I just showed my neck up? You know who typed that? Yeah.
Well,
my other son.
Your other son.
My colorful son.
Your colorful son.
Mm-hmm. Right? My colorful one.
Wait a minute. Was that Naked Gardener or was that someone else?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was
He's my colorful one.
Okay. Well, when you first said that, I thought, well, he would be calling something with hot dogs or something on his neck.
Have you been talking to Jason?
I've overheard that so many times. It's starting to rub in. I got the same thing back here, I think. Anyway, September the 12th. Mark this down. September the 12th. There will be the second annual Heartland Homestead old-fashioned picnic, including a venison cook-off.
And I wonder who's going to win the venison cook-off.
I don't know.
Well, I know who's going to get my vote. Well, I can't say that because Higgs Farm is in here, and I have to try his also.
Well, Higgs Farm is in here,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Brenda is here.
I know. You bringing some of that famous
And
venison marinade,
Is
Brenda?
Nathan in here?
No. No. Jason loves to rub on the back of your neck, and he's not in here to defend himself.
But September the 12th, there will be a meetup. Good way to put it, meetup.
Potluck.
It's not a conference.
Right. It's a potluck. It's a picnic.
It's a picnic.
get-together.
It's a picnic.
Excuse me. It's a demonstration.
Yes.
Because that way we can have more than 10 people.
Yes, we are damn well demonstrating.
Farmer Meemaw!
Should anybody question our intentions, we're going to have a demonstration.
Hey, Grampy Campy.
This will allow us to be in larger groups. It's a great location, great time. If you have some products, if you
And there's Mrs. NG. Go ahead.
Jason just came in.
Dum dum dum. Here I come, direct the day. Oh,
So-
that's Mighty Mouse. Yeah, that was Mighty Mouse, right?
So if you have some products
And there's
to sell that you make,
I still can't pronounce it. The ones with the water.
the watershed, the watershed homestead,
Just tell me his name and I'll be done with it
the
like
watershed homestead.
that. Exactly. Demonstrating your right to eat. That's right.
Cell Labrie.
Allie Oakley. Is that good? Did you like that?
Salubri. Is that it?
No.
Briss?
No, just keep on talking.
Not Briss?
No, it's not a bris.
Okay.
Oy vey.
They saw that look you gave me.
Yeah. There goes the live. You got it.
Okay.
Talking about bris
So,
and naked people.
all right. Well, let me make the comment here. All right. September the 12th. Be there if you can possibly attend. It's gonna be a great time. Check out Springfield Ridge.
You're welcome, Allie.
That is right, isn't it? Springfield Ridge.
Stringfield Ridge.
Stringfield, not Springfield. Stringfield. Springfield's in Ohio.
Sorry,
We're a little
Teresa,
further.
you would have think he had a beer or two, and he didn't.
It's Teresa and Lee. I got the names.
It is in Grand Rivers, Kentucky.
Didn't I say that?
Well, they're asking where, so I was just repeating it.
Okay.
Evening, Jessica.
Okay. But that's the place to be, folks. That will be the place to be. And we are going to have some merchandise available on pre-order only. That's on a Facebook page.
Right, but some of these people may not have Facebook.
They may not have Facebook. If you don't have Facebook,
Can
I
you-
understand completely.
Can you bring over a picture and show them? Remember, you're the techie guy.
I'm the techie guy.
That guy that we watched prior to
Somebody
our
said I
live
was a
stream.
techie guy.
Somebody shouted out that you were a techie guy and they needed to come over on Tuesday nights.
I could do it on Tuesday night. I'm just not set up for
Hi,
it here.
April. I'm glad you stopped in before bedtime. Howie, how are you doing?
All right. So anyway, tonight, if you have a channel, if you got a channel and you'd like to get on the screen here with us, we are having what we are terming an open mic night, which means send us an email. I will reply with a link to a Zoom meeting that you can join in and be on the screen here with us. So at the present time,
I bought in Missouri.
what?
I'm talking to somebody.
You're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
So at the present time,
Thank you, Brenda.
in the infinite screen where we are just repeated
vey.
forever.
I can only tolerate one of me, if that.
Wave, hon. Look at this. And they're all okay.
They're all waving back.
They're all waving back. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So anyway, we're going to bring
I
you
did
up
not
on
call you Daryl.
what?
The naked one.
Oh, Big Bear, just send me a link. We will get you the link here in just a moment. Before I do that, I have a channel that I want to talk about just for a moment. Call it a reaction type video, maybe. But
White Family Farm, you can send them up here. I haven't had any grandchildren for a while. I'm having withdrawals.
I have noticed this channel peeking around a little bit here and there, popping up,
It's orange.
and it's kind of an oddity. But if you've all followed us for a while, you know that on Tuesday nights we do a Tech Tuesday. We teach you how to do thumbnails, teach you how to do banners. We teach you how to set things up in your channel and do all that. And then on Thursdays we do a channel review. On that channel review, we look at your channel, kind of talk about it a little bit. Well, I'm going to talk about this channel because this channel must have been listening to us in some stretch of imagination, but they have something down really in particular here that I'm not telling anybody to go follow this channel. What I am saying, if you want just kind of to raise your eyebrow and go, what the heck is this? This is a channel to do that with. So let me bring it over here. And the channel is called Little House Off Grid. Now, it's not a huge channel. They got 25,000 subscribers. They've been around a while. And the fellow that does this channel is... What's going on over there? Anyway, the fellow that does this channel, he does a lot of talking head videos. And what I mean by talking head is he's just looking at the microphone and he's just talking. But here's what is really, really odd about this channel. I'm going to switch over to the video screen here. I want you just to look at these thumbnails. Okay? These thumbnails, they all just stand right out. He's got this very unique thing with the thumbnails. He has a lot of repetition by just flipping pictures over. Good contrast between the text and the background. Big red border highlighted with a small yellow border. But this guy is a master at... What do you want to call it? What the baiting?
Clickbait.
Clickbait. Look at these titles, folks. Not worth living anymore. They found me. The money is gone. The government is shutting me down. Time for divorce. It's over. They won't help us. Setting trap for my arrest. Fight.
Is this a content creator night?
This is a content creator night. But
This is Monday night.
this is Monday night. I don't know who this guy is. I'm just pointing this out. I said, we can talk about whatever we want to talk about tonight. This is something I want to talk about. So I get to start. It's my show. It's your show, too.
Excuse me.
Your show, too.
I'll go drink my bottle of wine in the kitchen.
Well, I'll just join you. You guys take care of the show here. But won't sell me lumber. Might have time to quit. Robbed. Kiss my... Walmart, money is gone, demanding neighbor.
Oh, Goldchild, she left me and I wish I was never born.
This guy is just, talk about clickbait. He's got it going on. And this has been going on for some time. Wrangler Star, crush my channel. And since we're just talking about things and things to talk about, did you all catch the
I'm
rift?
trying, Jessica.
Did you, what? Trying? Did you catch the rift between Wrangler Star and Off the Ranch? Ooh, that was exciting.
Oh, yeah. That.
Yeah. Wrangler Star wanted to.
I'm so glad. I'd hate for your margarita to go to waste, April.
Wrangler Star wanted to
Hey, Robin, I like that.
to do some merch, some hats.
I need to put vinyl over this Under Armour that says Mama Share.
The
Right?
made in the USA hats, and apparently Bunker Branding apparently doesn't do made in the USA. They do
Candy
made in
Lynn,
China.
I like that idea.
And so Cody Wrangler Star decided. Well, he found another source to get the hats, but needed
Sean
a
in
company
Alaska
to,
has no idea who Wrangler Star is.
has no idea who
Sean,
Wrangler Star
you
is.
are not missing a thing.
Okay, Wrangler Star is
Sorry,
He's been around a
that's
while.
my opinion.
he's been
Not
around a
that
while.
that accounts for much.
Well, a number of years ago, he had some very good, interesting videos. There were some very good how-tos.
Well,
He was
got
one of the- his
he
one-
is like the guy with the guy in Texas.
He
with
was the first-
the veterinarian that is so full of himself now.
He was one of the first homesteading type channels
Crystal.
that hit 1 million subscribers. That's where he got his thing. And if you don't know who Off the Ranch is, well, that guy's name is Matt Character. He also has Demolition Ranch, also has Vet Ranch, multi-million subscribers. Also has a startup company called Bunker Branding. But anyway, it amounts to Wrangler Star wanted some merchandise, and
Teresa, that's where we're going to be in a year. You and me, between our being able to make T-shirts, we'll each have a pole barn, being able to make and sell our own merchandise.
anyway, if you do a gurgle search, you may find something. Most of those videos have been taken down, but there was definitely some heated arguments back and forth between Matt Character.
Yeah, you're right, Autumn Oaks Farm. I totally agree with that. Wide Family Farm, the vet in Texas has 3 or 4 channels, and they are all big channels. When his wife started a channel, poof, it exploded. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put you back on the screen because I'm going to check our mail, and I'm going to get some links mailed out here.
Okay, Kathy, you're not missing much. You were going to put pictures of the mug and the T-shirt. That's where you were going before you went on your rant about him. I said, can you put pictures up there? And you go, yeah. Remember I said, because you were the techie
Did I say
guy.
yes?
Yes. Didn't he, folks? He said yes.
Oh my. All right, let me check the mail. Let me get this taken care of.
Well, Teresa, hit Daryl up. Tell him to bring his equipment. You're a volunteer for Smudge Merchandise? We sold out all, knock on wood, we sold all of our conference mugs that we made for the Life Conference last weekend. So that was good. Yes, see, they're all agreeing with me.
They're all agreeing with you about what?
You were going to show them the picture,
Okay,
the pictures of the
I'll get there.
merchandise.
I'll get there.
Thank you. When I was working, well, after I got divorced in '94, I decided I'm going to get nails. So for years I had nails. And then when I quit working and went on SSD, no sense in having nails anymore. Well, long story, trying to make it short. My 2 thumbnails, the nails were split, and even when they grew out, that split was still there, so it would catch on everything and just rip my entire nail off. So I decided a little over a month ago, I'm going to do it again. I can wear gloves. I can still work in the garden. I still do everything else I used to do, so this is my splurge. Daryl splurges on his vape. This is my splurge. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, searching Sabrina, we will make a sign, free hugs. If you do that, we even may make you a t-shirt that says free hugs. How about that? Daryl traded a smudge mug for seeds from Paul. He did? We only brought 2 smudge mugs. Oh, you can't have the nails? Where do you work, Lazy Bunny? Yeah, and Daryl seemed to like my nails. So we'll leave it at that, Mrs. NG. So is Daryl's, actually, Jess. It's for my sanity, I think. Oh no, no one touches my feet, Allie. No, you get kicked in the face. I'm very ticklish.
Not without extreme caution and a football helmet.
Oh, okay. Well, these aren't going to come off. Trust me, these things don't come off unless you try to grab the chain that your big 150-pound dog is attached to when you think he's going to eat up another dog and fly underneath the camper. It literally ripped this nail off. You're welcome, boys. Hey, 50 chickens in the hen house. Oh, is Robin still in here? Jason, is Robin still around? She can tell us. Sydney, tell us about having your feet done. No way in HE double hockey stick, Sydney. No. Well, see, I don't play a guitar. I used to play piano. So if I can type, I can play the piano. But I don't have a piano. Oh, Brenda, I should show you what I put all those eggs in once Daryl starts talking again. Oh, now see, they open them all up here. The nail salons and the beauty salons. You have to wear a mask. In Ohio, you have to wear a mask wherever you go. That was one thing about being in Hannibal. They didn't wear masks anywhere.
Okay, and we do have somebody that has joined us, but I'm not going to put them on just yet.
At Deanna? Me neither.
We do have somebody that joined us, but I'm not going to put him on just yet.
Can I? Well, I didn't even have to look.
Okay, so let me show these pictures first. Let me show these pictures first.
Okay, so I looked.
Okay.
I'm always washing dishes.
Here's a picture of the mug. Front and back side of the mug. So this is for the Heartland Homestead Picnic. September the 12th. In Venison Cook-Off. Okay. And then I think if I do this, yep, there's a picture of the front of a one-sided shirt. So that's the one-sided shirt.
You'll have to wait and see.
And if you prefer to have a shirt with graphics front and back, well, we have one with a deer head on the front that says Heartland Homesteader.
Oh, if you could only see
of course,
this.
The stuff is on the back here, so.
Super chats. Odds are what? How much do we need to get up there to put our guest on the screen? Wasn't there a?
Oh, we have somebody else.
I just heard a ding ding. Didn't? Oh, was it Captain Kangaroo had the dancing bear?
I don't know.
You didn't watch Captain Kangaroo?
I think maybe I might have.
Oh, there was no race car in it.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
You like the deer?
They're all seeing him.
You're on the screen now, just to let you know.
Oh my goodness.
I bet Sydney ain't got one of those shirts.
Okay, talk again because I'm getting your sound dialed in here.
I said, I bet Sydney ain't got one of those shirts.
All righty. You need headphones to hear him, probably.
Well, Sydney danced for us
Yes, he did.
Monday night. Didn't you, Sydney?
Mm-hmm. Click, click, boom.
You talk to him. I'm gonna go get that thing of he is a ham bone. Oh, Miss Brenda, good. Now I can go get those eggs.
Okay, so up on the screen here with us, we have the one and only out of northern Georgia, Big Bear Homestead. Hi, Jason. How are you doing?
What's going on?
And over on the far right, joining the ring here, is Miss Brenda, Duncan 1900 Homestead.
This is
And
what I
she's-
brought home
she's
from
looking-
Missouri.
She's looking perplexed.
She's just talking right along and can't nobody hear.
Well, that's because she is muted. I'm not sure why she's muted, but she is muted.
Okay.
There she is. I
Can you hear
her.
me now?
I
Can hear you now.
I can hear you
We
now.
can hear you now.
All right.
We
You're on
can-
Verizon,
Take
right?
your
Lord,
microphone.
We're gonna take off.
Take your microphone, Brenda, and bend it up a little. There you go.
Is that better?
Yes.
All
Now
right.
I want you to say. Okay, you had 2 Big Macs and 4 large fries.
Would you like a hot apple pie with that?
There
Or
you
a-
go.
or a
Do
pos-
they even do apple pies anymore?
Or yes, or a possum
I
pizza.
don't know if they do. Yes, possum pizza. And yes, Sherry, I love that egg basket.
You like? Actually, that's my fruit basket. But I was trying to figure out what to put them in.
Hey, it works good.
And since they're not washed, I can leave them out, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there we go.
It's exactly what she need. Hey, I don't know if you know this, Brenda, but somebody's watching you.
A Toad in the Garden. This is their first live, and they're not disappointed.
Well, I'm glad that they're here.
Hey, can I time out, Naked Gardener?
We heard what you were doing on the live stream.
What? What are you talking about?
Is he being? Oh yes, searching Sabrina. Well, he doesn't know if he likes cheesecakes because he never got it. There is Miss
Everybody's saying
Robin.
I'm very loud, Daryl.
Well, you were.
Okay, now I can't hear anything.
I have turned you down. I've got to figure out a way to make you and Brenda about the same, so I'm not.
The apple pies don't have apples anymore. Just saying. I'm scared to ask what they do have.
Is that stuff that's in the pack of hot dogs in the back of Sydney's neck?
See, told you.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I was,
Okay.
I had all intention, Sabrina, of bringing a cheesecake to Missouri, but then when plans changed and someone couldn't come,
That would be me.
I didn't. And I didn't bring them 2 weekends prior to that to Georgia because I made zucchini breads out the wazoo. So I brought all those for the birthday weekend.
Oh,
That-
and speaking of your trip here, your comment a minute ago about going through grandchildren withdrawal, my kids were screaming at the big screen. Well, what are we, Chop Nelly?
Well,
You just
that's
seen us a couple of weeks ago.
well, and it's been a couple of weeks ago. Exactly.
That's what I tried to tell them.
Yeah. Emily, we're not putting the link online. You have to email us.
You know, some people.
We've seen too many live streams where they will put the link up, and anybody grabs it, and all of a sudden there's porn on the screen. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, that would be a bad
No.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We don't
Teresa,
need any of them call-ins.
Teresa Pearson, you have the link. It's in your email.
All right, Teresa.
What the T-shirt with the antlers on it and sunflowers? I think he should also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Have you ever worn it with the kilt?
Yes. No, and I haven't worn it with the kilt yet.
But you've
You know,
worn
that's
it.
one thing.
Okay.
That's one thing I did not put on my kilt this year that much. Robin got me these new pants, and I haven't been getting swamp butt that much, and so I just thought about that. I have not been put on my kilt to go.
You know-
walk around the farm.
Deanna, that's right. Someone didn't become because someone was entertaining his NC friends slash family. But the only reason he
Well,
was
Dance Off would be fun to watch.
but the only reason he was entertaining the NC friends slash family was because he couldn't go to Missouri.
You guys are talking about me like I'm not even here.
There's no helium button here to talk to Robin and Deanna with.
I am telling you, I'm not even making this up. Them two, they can't go 20, 30 minutes without talking to each other in helium. And I know when they finally made contact with each other because I hear Robin in the back. And then I hear talking in helium, and then I hear her go, I think I just peed a little.
Teresa is in her holy gown, so she's not going to come on screen.
Jason, are you
Depends on
going
where
to
the holes
the
are.
picnic in Kentucky?
No, I can't. We can't really go anywhere until we can find somebody that can come farm sit. We're kind of stuck until we can find somebody reliable to come and farm sit. I mean, we could leave Carol behind to do all of the chores,
But we can't leave her here by herself.
but I can't leave her here by herself for a couple of days. You know.
Yeah,
I wish-
that's understandable.
You know, and that's the monkey in the ranch that we got right now.
Okay, Bandana Grandma's got the link too. It's been sent to your mail.
Farmer Meemaw, I'm not sure you could have handled having them both there at the conference.
I don't have Jen's email. Farmer Mimo.
You got to scoot over something.
I chat with her on Marco and Facebook, so I don't do email.
Well, she needs to send us an email so I can send her a link.
I can farm sit.
Hello, Miss
Hey,
Robin.
Tori. That's why we need to get Doc trained. You've been to him now twice and haven't asked him yet.
Oh, you're going to teach Carol how to moonshine? How do you know she doesn't already?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do what? Oh,
How
as
do
if
you
she
know
doesn't?
already?
Yeah, how do you know she doesn't already?
Yeah.
That's one knowledgeable young lady. Yeah.
Odessa pulled out Blaze's old fermenting book.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, they
scary.
are determined. They're determined to make soda. The last time we made soda, Blaze made soda, it was really good. And we all drank a whole bunch of it. And
I
we-
was at work.
and we all got lit because it had alcohol in it.
I came
We
home.
fermented
From,
it too
yeah,
far.
I came home from lunch and everybody was all giddy, and I was like, "What is going on?" And Blaze's like, "Mom, you need to try this soda that I made." And I was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's grape soda." And I was like, "Well, you know, I don't like anything grape like that." And he's
Me
like, "No,
neither.
it's just really good." And I went to smell it, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? how much have y'all had of this? Oh, we drank the whole thing. I'm like, oh my gosh. The girls are like bouncing off the wall. And it was so bad.
Fermented soda.
Emily, send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, please.
Yeah, apparently he had to use a little bit of the, I guess it's champagne yeast or something that he had to use, and then he just let it ferment too long. Whoopsie.
Oh, Lord, that would have been awesome.
Because, I mean, I walked in on it. Like, Ladessa's bouncing, chipmunk, voice, bouncing off the wall, giggling. Like, Carol's like, they were all, it was.
Well, Teresa, get on here with us.
She won't. She says she's in a holy gown. We don't discriminate against religious gowns.
Absolutely not. You can wear your Sunday best.
Put a shirt on over it, and
There you
nobody
go.
will know the difference.
Yeah. Put your camera from here on up.
Well, I'm going to need you to phone a friend about 3.5 hours before you go drinking any homemade fermented soda.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all two
Doorbell.
become like
Looky here.
human besties.
There's Bandana Grandma.
Look what I. Oh, hi. Whoa.
You're muted, Susie.
No, she is
She
on.
got it. Okay, you're okay now.
Well, no, she's not. That's unmuted.
Can we hear her yet?
Should be able to say something.
Muted myself and I'm muted.
There she is. I can hear her.
You got it? Okay. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Jason. Hi, Robin.
Grandma.
Hey, Brett.
Hi, Susie.
Can we hear her yet? La 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 la.
There you go.
Yes.
La, la,
coming
la,
in great.
la, la, la.
Now they're all singing.
Okay, Susan, it sounds like your YouTube is also playing, so you need to turn your YouTube sound down.
Now they're all singing.
Susan, it sounds like your YouTube is also playing. Or somebody's is.
Not mine.
What
Not
did,
mine.
Find it.
what did it
Yep.
have?
Somebody's YouTube is.
Wide Family Farm, you need to send us an email. twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
Hey, look. It's
Because
Brewstar.
that way Daryl just has to respond to that with the link. It's just easier.
Define reliable.
Wow, would you define the naked gardener as reliable to home sit, to farm sit?
Oh, possibly.
Oh, I heard in the background, ooh.
I think so. I think so.
As long as we had enough cheese dip and nachos here, he would be fine. Tori wouldn't come in with 1,000 miles after him with a weekend with cheese dip and nachos.
I don't even want to ask.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't hear
Yeah,
Bandana Grandma.
he farts like it's his job.
Hey, Brad, how are you? Yeah, Bandana, we can't hear you, dear. Does anybody read lips?
Come on, tech guy.
Well, according to this, her microphone is all set, but I've not seen any little green show up. So
Okay. Do I still sound like I got a mic on that shouldn't be on?
No, you sound
There
fine
she
now.
you
is.
sound fine.
Yep.
There you go.
Great.
So how are things in your neck of the woods?
Me?
Yes.
Very good. Very well. We're having a great time here. Staying home doing nothing. Actually, I went shopping a day or two ago. We went to Delaware, and I made a bunch of videos on going to an Amish market and going to a thrift store and going to Dollar General. So I got out finally.
Do you
That sounds like fun.
It was.
does your state have the mandate that you have to wear a mask wherever you go? Yep. So
Yes,
does Ohio.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yep, we do.
Wide Family sent you an email.
Okay, we'll go back in here and check this.
When we were in the Amish store, we ate in the restaurant, and all the Amish workers there had these little masks on made out of like sheer curtains. They did absolutely nothing, but they wore them.
They could breathe at least, right?
I'm gonna get a mask and I'm gonna make it out of fishnet.
Yeah, there you go.
Just get some.
I
Just
wanted
get
to
some
make one out of
stockings.
lace material.
Lace. I never thought about that. I have some of that in the back room. Yeah,
They can't say I'm not wearing a mask.
that's
There
true.
you go.
They
But yet I
didn't.
can breathe.
They don't say what it has to be made out of.
I thought about trying to go into Walmart with a piece of yarn, just going across the bridge of my nose like this and tied around. And then somebody asks me about my mask. I say I'm wearing one. I talk like, and
Yeah, that's right.
then be like, it's transparent. Because they'd be like, oh, okay.
What was it I saw? A picture the other. You see anything on Facebook that I'm sure somebody wore it in Walmart.
Oh, there you go.
So Tool, yeah, Kathy. I you know what? I have some of that also. I never thought about that.
Brown paper bag.
They had on a men's pair of
No.
underwear. Excuse me?
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. Granny Frammy, how are you, sweetheart?
I saw a mask that looked like a claymore. It said this side toward enemy. That's awesome.
Naked Gardener. BC Truck is the one you want to talk to about the naked blade. Yeah, Darth Vader mask. There we go. A thong of masks.
Victoria's Secret thong backward.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah, that's right. Half of them don't cover their noses anyway. You got it.
Yep.
Yep. And I told somebody we went into, was it Bob Evans? No, it was Frisch's Big Boy. And they all had masks on, but they were down here.
Yep.
So when we went to pay, I mentioned that to the girl that was checking us out. She got snippy. Well, I can't breathe. And I got snippy right back. And I thought, I better walk out now. So I left Daryl there at the counter.
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, that's right.
It does reduce the spread. Is that somebody kicking a hornet's nest?
Okay, and in the lower right-hand corner is Emily Gross. And I guess this is Courtney in the lower left corner.
Courtney is our Ohio contact.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, she's another
There
Buckeye.
she is. Hi there.
all right. So how is everybody doing?
No.
She's another Buckeye.
Hi there.
Okay, somebody has YouTube on.
Yeah. Somebody that's on the stream here has YouTube volume turned up. So you need to turn that down if you're going to be on the stream.
I had it at 1, but I turned it off just in case.
She has YouTube on.
Yeah. Somebody that's on the stream here has YouTube volume turned up. So you need to turn that down if you're going to be on the stream.
Hey ho, Hard Heritage Homestead. Welcome to the Crazy House.
We need to get Goldshaw up here.
He was sent
Yeah.
an invite.
Go Bucks. You know I was going to say that, right?
Because he's like super famous now. You know that, right?
Yes, being
Actually,
in the
I'm
New York
surprised that
being in
Morgan
the
wasn't
New York
up here.
Times. hmm
He was sent a
He was on the cover.
invite.
Go Bucks. You know it's going to say that, right?
Because he's like super famous now.
Okay,
Hey
somebody.
there, Samson Farms.
In the New York, being in the New York Times.
He was sent a,
He was on the cover.
Nathan needs up here too.
I love that I've been welcomed.
Okay, one of you two ladies still has your YouTube volume up. Or are we down to one?
Emily Gross is still connected, but the camera shut off and the audio shut off. Test one.
We okay now?
There she is.
How is Apollo? Apollo's doing okay.
There's
He's
Courtney.
still-
You can talk. You can talk. We don't bite. Well, maybe.
Not on the first visit, anyway.
That's right. Nathan, How you doing, sir?
Is this Tennessee Nathan?
Tennessee Nathan.
He was sent an
Hello,
invite.
Tennessee Nathan.
He was sent an invite.
Nathan, you have an email. So what's going on up there, Courtney?
Not a whole lot. Oh, I'm super excited because we started all of our fall crops already, and we got like 100% succession rate. So we're gonna have a ton of cabbage and cauliflower
Ooh.
and all different kinds of stuff. So I'm super excited. Yeah.
I didn't think about that stuff yet.
And
Yeah.
Jason, did you hear my Marco? I looked for those seeds and I don't have any of those.
Okay. Well, thank you for looking.
Well, you're welcome. That was after Daryl went chasing the mouse with the vacuum.
Oh, heavens.
Vacuums don't work. You need katana swords.
That's right. You did the sword. That's
This
right.
is true.
That's when Robin figured she should have had the camera out with that one, and I thought I should have had the camera out with Daryl and the vacuum cleaner.
It's on.
That's what I was
Facebook
thinking.
somewhere.
You should have been videoing,
Oh
Sherry.
Lord! It was like all of a sudden I looked up and there's a mouse crawling across the rail of the
Okay.
oven drawer.
Think I can share this one?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Here's a shirt we're thinking about making.
Wow.
Let me get this over here. All right. So
My son put this up on Facebook, and I read it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I did, Robin. I mean, immediately. So I'm laughing, and Daryl's looking at me like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" So I turned my computer a little bit so he can read it. 3 times he read it. I don't understand. I go, "What don't you understand? I mean, you're practically spelling it out."
well, that was a clue I needed.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
You guys are having mice problems. We have rat problems in the barn.
Don't get it.
Oh, you don't.
Major rats. We go out with the gun
Oh,
almost
Lord.
every night
You
with
and
100
Jason
rats.
are related.
It's been
What?
crazy.
He didn't get it either. She had to whisper it to him in his ear.
What?
They are related. That is going on this shirt
Nice.
or a white one. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And I told Sean. Sean gave me his T-shirt side. I go, you'll get one too.
I could probably turn my. That's probably easier. Oh, I didn't know I could turn my camera sideways.
There you go.
That's a little bit better.
the-
My arm is like. I'm on my phone, so my arm is like getting tired.
The things you learned.
Yeah.
You can even mount that on a tripod if you like.
Drop it on
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
See, I guess, Daryl, you're not the only one that had to read it several times. Brett.
Not surprised Jason didn't get it.
The shadow of his nose was in the way.
It took you a while to get up, but you're terrible at math. I'm sorry to hear that, Morgan.
Broussard Homestead, you have email. Goldshaw Farm, you have an email.
Courtney, how many? You can fall off your chair. How many acres do you have? How many acres do you have?
We have 2.5, and I live next door to my mom, and she has 3.5.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
Oh, and let me share with everybody in here. We have a real celebrity in the chat
Jason,
besides Jason.
Bandana Grandma. I hear she has.
Besides bandana,
I hear she has some fantastic sales
we have got
at the HOAs.
we have a fella in the chat here that made the cover of the New York Times
Front page.
front page.
Cool.
What are you waiting for, Nathan?
So Goldshaw Farm, in case you guys don't know,
No,
Morgan
he says he has to edit tonight.
you got all night to edit, Morgan.
I just gotta get up early with them geese.
He got all night to edit. Good heavens. But
Oh, come on, Morgan. We all have to get up. early and go
Congratulations
feed our
on your
critters.
accomplishments. I am
I
absolutely,
understand, Morgan.
I'm absolutely pleased for you. Just absolutely.
He's at the firehouse. He can't get on.
Yeah, I knew that.
I'm at the firehouse tonight. Can't get on.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all don't pick on Brett. He's kind of had a little bit of a day.
Oh.
So Brett, tell us about your latest venture here with the meat birds. Oh, and I need to ask.
Robin's meat bird. Did they get outside, Jason?
Yep.
Robin's meat birds have moved from the living room, little room off the living room, to the outside now.
Oh, okay.
So now the bird hatching room has gone back to the seed room.
Not for long, because once Goldshaw's ducks, because Morgan sent us some khaki Campbells. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to say this real quick. If anybody has little kids, or even you grown kids who have never seen an egg candled before,
It's more for the grown kids.
That was cool. That was cool because I had never seen it.
YouTube.
whatever.
It's
My
more-
kids always loved it whenever I
Anyway.
candled the eggs.
For the
They love
first time
looking at
this
'em.
year, our Polish chicken hatched 3 duck eggs, and it was
Oh.
really cool.
That's cool.
that
It was
video.
like I've never seen a Polish chicken ever go broody either, and it was so dedicated to those duck eggs, and now I have 3 teenage ducks, and it's so cute.
The video that Robin's referring to will be part of a series that is more geared at adults, not homeschool children.
I have a duck I need to rehome.
Is that the one that keeps popping his head up?
It's over here.
I have it on good authority that Polish chickens matter.
Hey, ducky.
There you go, Sabrina. That's
Yeah,
cute.
Polish chickens don't really hatch that much, they don't have a lot of
Have
eggs.
a lot of eggs.
Man, they're so stinking cute.
Good
We
night,
have
Warren.
some modeled Houdans that look really similar to Polish.
I don't
and
know if you can see
they're-
it or not.
she's
I can't get
starting
my
to
camera
lay
out very
now.
far.
But they're still not, I mean, they're the coolest looking chickens.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
look at that.
I see a duck.
She needs a new home. She's a lone
bring her down.
survivor.
Bring her down. Bring her down, Brenda.
What
She's
kind
a
of
runner
duck,
duck.
Brenda?
Jason takes in rescues.
Takes him right to the pot.
Yeah, she's a runner duck.
Oh, runner.
And she's spoiled rotten. She comes in every night, so that way nothing can get her. That's what
Jessica,
happened to
Jessica,
her-
that sounds like a pair of
her
slacks.
siblings.
Khaki Campbell,
Yeah, they're the best kind of ducks.
are they?
Oh, yeah. They lay like, Morgan, if you're still in here, what, 300 eggs a year? It's a lot.
Wow.
They lay almost every day.
That's all I have is khaki Campbells, and then I have 2 packing ducks, and then one of my Peking ducks is like really, really old. We rescued her. We didn't really rescue her. Somebody gave them to us because she didn't have a partner anymore, and she was really old. And today she laid an egg, and it was like the biggest duck egg I have ever seen. Like, she's so old, she lays like maybe 2 eggs a year. And then she just laid an egg yesterday, and it was like the biggest egg ever. I was
Should be
applauding
cooking
her.
that thing for a year.
Yeah, really.
We have Muscovy ducks. We pretty much populated northeast Georgia with Muscovies.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, this is my second year trying with ducks. Last year, the snakes got them. This year, I'm not sure what got them.
Exactly, Brett. That's my thought.
Um,
Pants full of soup.
The pen was tore all apart. Whatever it was, even bent cattle panels to get in there.
Yeah, Goldshaw said it's about 300 eggs a year, and they have
Wow.
a better feed to egg conversion than a chicken. And they're bigger than a chicken egg.
Wow. Never had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband hates duck eggs, so we don't eat them.
Is there? I know. I see Nathan. Is there
Is
a?
it because there's more yolk in it, or
I don't know. He just says they taste funny. I don't know. He just doesn't like them. Yeah, I don't.
That's a head thing.
I heard they're really good for baking.
They are really good for baking because of the
Yeah.
yolk. If you think about it, there's a lot more yolk, and so it definitely helps with baking.
Yeah. They make things extra fluffy.
You're
Yes.
right. You're right, April. There are a lot of beards on here tonight.
Uh-oh.
I shaved.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's only me and Nathan that's got the beard, and wow.
I love, Brett said, we have one Muscovy. Her name is Lucky. She doesn't eat our plants, so she can stay. You know, our Muscovies, every morning, they have this routine. They walk all through the beds in the front yard, and they get all the, the food's
There goes
here.
the neighborhood.
I knew there'd be something said. Look at the look.
Hey, Sydney.
Like the look he was Marcoing with you earlier.
He looks like he's in the same spot.
What, are you still straight in Sydney?
And that's how he likes Sydney, on mute.
He is not muted.
Well, Tori's not there to help him get the phone working correctly so that way you can hear him.
April, Daryl did.
There's a troll on your screen.
Aw.
Yes, there is. How you doing?
How you doing?
Are you drinking a beer or is that a pop? Or, I mean, soda. I don't know how people say it.
Me?
You're in.
Oh, you talking about
No,
Nathan?
Nathan.
One never knows
Hey,
when.
Nathan. Hey, Sydney.
Sometimes you got to go sideways.
Is what you.
No,
The
thank,
Scovies are not really ducks. They're more closely related to geese. They have an extra chromosome than ducks.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't know that.
That.
Me either.
Who's the new guy? The new guy is the Naked Gardener. Is Mr. the Naked Gardener, aka Sydney.
Okay, Naked
Yes,
Gardener, how
yeah,
did you
yeah,
come up
yeah.
with that name? Like, what made you, I mean, was it like a bare naked ladies thing? Like, you know, how they like put that sign up to like get more people, or how did you come up with that?
It was clickbait for him. He's got some type of long, drawn out story for it. He tries to switch it to make it like where he wanted to be some type of organic farmer.
Hold on.
or something.
Hold on, I gotta wipe
It
my
was all about
Jason.
clickbait.
I gotta wipe my Jason. Hold on.
it's like Nathan said, it's clickbait. It draws people's attention. Honestly, if you see something like the Naked Gardener, you're going to stop and look. And then you're going to be disappointed because they're Sydney.
I got a little piece of Jason on me.
Tori says shit. Yeah, Tori was against the name because we talked about that last weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you have to admit it is a catchy name. Kind of like Kiss My Grass Acres.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's fantastic. Oh, they should have.
I was watching Becky's Homestead. It was a rerun of one of her lives, and Kiss My Grass Acres. They were on there, asked a question or something, and she like actually had to hesitate. She was like, "Kiss my grass acres," and asked a question. It was so funny. It was really funny.
Oh, she's a riot. Oh.
Look, Mrs. Naked Gardener.
I feel like there's this awesome bromance
Woo!
Carrot cake Oreos.
here and Naked Gardener. The world's been missing out on. Oh, see, she's found her new.
A toad in the garden, you would be pretty accurate with that statement. There's definitely a romance between Jason and Sydney.
Well, and then watching Sydney after we all finished 2 bottles of wine, and then he sits in front of the fire and the fire goes poof and he turns white.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, you don't know a thing what we're talking about.
No.
Nope.
If y'all
Here
don't
it
have it
came
on
for
camera,
you.
it never happened.
We do have it on camera.
Everything.
That is fake news.
We do have it on
Yes, I
camera.
saw that video.
We were live streaming, Sydney.
It was photoshopped like that picture of Jason's video today.
No, you're not going there. And Apollo, I know, right?
It's all photoshopped.
For somebody who's afraid of big dogs, you don't look afraid there.
They just look.
I'm not afraid of big dogs. I just don't trust them.
You don't look like you have any problem trusting that dog.
That's because they're birds of a feather. They both get bad gas when they eat cheese.
Hold on. I got to wipe my Jason again.
Good night, Morgan.
Night, Morgan.
Good
Night,
luck with your
Morgan.
editing.
Morgan, thanks for stopping
Night,
by.
Morgan.
Morgan, good night.
And congratulations again.
Deanna said, wait, it took how many of y'all to finish 2 bottles of wine?
1, 2, 3. There was 5 of us, Deanna.
What
yeah.
size bottles? Are we talking like the big Magnum bottles or?
Well, the
The bottle was huge.
the
You
one
said
was
Bottles or was it boxes?
no, they were bottles.
It was a box.
Yep. Toad in the garden just found naked gardeners. Well, I hope
Now
with
he's got to find the Big Bear homestead.
that's right. Now you have to find the Big Bear homestead.
Go to the Naked Garden and learn what not to do.
Never seen Jason so quiet. Must be intimidated by sleep.
Brett, he is quite intimidated by me.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's what we.
Red is trying to stir up trouble.
You think?
Oh, yeah,
Nate-
Brett loves kicking hornets' nests.
Nathan, so what's been going on at your end of the world? We haven't seen you in forever.
I've been slacking and more slacking. And then
Yep.
some more slacking on top of
Yep. I want to pick on Nathan. Nathan challenged everybody to grow some okra and make some big long okra pods this year, and then I tried to brag about it, and he's like, I ain't even got any.
What? You don't got no okra?
that.
I was all
We grew
excited.
okra for the first time this year, and my husband absolutely loves it. So we'll definitely probably grow it for sure. We want to pickle it, but we can't get enough all at once to pickle it all. So I don't know what he plans on doing.
Well, Robin roasted it the other night, didn't you, Robin?
Robin makes okra fries.
Okra fries.
That you'll have one of her okra fries, and then you'll go punch somebody at McDonald's in the throat.
Everybody likes fried okra that eats okra. Everybody loves to have deep fried okra. And then there's the big argument back and forth on how do you make it? Some people do it in flour. Some people do it in cornmeal. Some people do it in flour and cornmeal. Some people do it in panko breadcrumbs. It just depends on what your preference is. But a while back when Jason and I were trying to do keto, you can't really do fried okra in keto. So we took the okra pods and we cut them in half. And then on some of the big ones that I'm growing this year that are the real, like short and stubby ones that, they get pretty fat.
Like Jason?
They're not real
Leave
long.
it alone. Leave it alone.
I'm trying, Cindy. Come on, jump in on it. Anyway, so you cut them in half, and then on those you can actually cut them into quarters. And then you toss it all in olive oil. And then last night I put some salt, some garlic powder, and then I had some cayenne pepper from Brett and his wife, Amy. Going blank for a second there. From the Broussards. And tossed it all together and then threw it in the oven like 350 for about maybe 10 minutes or so. And they were really good. Yeah, Star of David's one of them. There's another one. the Star of David's just the green one. There's another one.
Alabama Reds.
Red, yeah. Those two, but those.
Whoa, Jason!
I'm surprised with those because they look like they're gonna be woody when you pick them.
Oh yeah.
I wondered how long it was going to take him to notice.
How's it going?
What's going on, bro? How you been?
I'm
You're in your
good.
house.
I know. I heard something about a bromance, so I've got to defend my territory with
You need
Somebody was getting jealous.
You need to type on here so they know, so the ones that are new here can grab your channel.
Okay. This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
I'm watching people talk about how
That's
the
Ethan.
okra can be slimy, but with doing them the way that we did them, if you cook them with the sides that are exposed down, they kind of get kind of brown, and if you cook them long enough, they won't be nearly as slimy.
Well, my mom always put them in soup, so that's the only way I ever had them.
This was our first year
Yeah.
eating them raw off of the plant.
Yes, Jess got us doing that.
I wanted to. I love Jess. I love Jess, but my kids watch Jess, and my daughter specifically, Ladessa, who loves to just obliterate our garden. She decided, she heard Jess say that she could eat them raw, and the next thing I knew, I started going out there, I'd see flowers, I'd get all excited, then I'd go out there and they're gone. I'm like, who ate okra?
Sort of like the peas last year.
Oh, yeah, and then I got Sydney coming over eating the rest of them.
Eat the fifth.
Sydney would come over and he's like, hey, those peas ready? The best was when we were harvesting.
Sydney shows up and takes him 30 minutes to get in the house. He gains 10 pounds from the time he gets out of his truck to my front door because all he's doing is eating up my vegetables.
Yeah,
Do we have this on video?
My kids are going to starve this winter because
Y'all don't
Sydney
have
ate
this
all
on
our produce.
video. It never happened.
Folks, you need to understand.
That sounds like it. That sounds like it actually happened.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, I just love eating them like sugar snacks. So the funny story is we go outside. They came right around the time we were pulling up all the sugar snaps. And so we were just harvesting everything and then pulling the plants out. Well, we look over and Tori's pulling them. The girls are pulling them. We're all putting them in the buckets. And we look over and Sydney's just steadily putting them in his mouth. And we're like, what are you doing?
You're like, I thought we were eating them.
I had them in my basket. I have my own basket.
It was just like, I thought we were out here eating them. What are you talking about?
And Tori was like, what?
She's like, we can't take him anywhere. We were harvesting.
You're harvesting. Yeah,
I was harvesting too.
And for those of you that don't know, to get to Big Bear's front door, you have to go through their garden because their raised beds is their front garden. young man.
Whoa. The last time I ever share anything with you.
Oh, are we sharing?
No.
I guess I can't tell you what I would tell my biological
Sometimes
sons.
sharing is not caring.
I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
There you go.
I don't care if he's
But I always told my kids.
Yeah, I don't care if he's 6'3".
So Susie, how are things over in the New England area? How's your garden doing this year? Are you having a bumper crop?
Well, I've actually cut back on my gardening a bit because we had been doing some traveling, and yeah, I'm getting my tomatoes and my peppers and my squash and a bunch of other stuff. I'm doing some canning, but I'm cutting back.
She has she has those trees that she did something with them 2 years ago.
I have a very small plot of yard. I've got less than a quarter acre, but I have a dozen fruit trees. They're dwarf fruit trees, and I keep them trimmed down best I can. And I've got them espaliered into a big circle to make a pickable living fence around our seating area. So I'm trying to train them, their branches, to go off to the side and hold hands in different heights. And
But what's that
eventually-
called? What's that called?
Exfoliate.
That's the
Exfoliate.
word. That's the word. Yeah.
So I'm trying to do that. We'll see how successful. This is about the 5th year I've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I think
Absolutely.
they're cool looking.
Uh-huh.
Sure is.
I agree.
And I bet it makes picking the fruit off of them easier too.
Yeah, but the squirrels have been beating me to it. I'm having a heck of a time with the squirrels and
I got a
some
trap.
deer getting my fruit.
Oh,
Hey, squirrels are tasty. Just saying.
Ethan,
Yeah,
I got to ask you,
they
how's
are.
your house doing?
The house, it's
Yeah.
coming along, as you can kind of see. So it's still under construction.
How long has it been under
We've been
construction?
a year now. Yep, a year. So yeah.
But it's snowing up there now, right?
What'd you say?
And it's snowing where you're at now, right?
It's snowing. Yeah, it already snowed last.
Where
no,
you at?
It did. No, it did not snow.
Oh,
He's just
holy
teasing me.
We're so
He's
gullible.
he's teasing me because we're in Minnesota. So
Oh,
yeah, although the snow's not that far off. We're probably
Like what, 3 weeks?
Oct-
4 weeks?
no. But I mean, we can get snow here in October.
Yeah, a couple months.
I was kind of
Yeah.
thinking we might see you at Doug and Stacy's, but we didn't.
You know, we actually bought tickets and we were going to go. And then we had a bunch of stuff come up here that just made it impossible to get down there. But which was a bummer because we really, really wanted to make it down there. But
Well, we were for sure thinking about you.
I
And,
appreciate that. Yeah, we were thinking about you all that weekend too.
and we
There were-
we did stay at the other campground, the one that's south of
Yeah.
Hannibal.
Was it better?
Yes.
Internet was fabulous.
Yes.
That's good.
The fellow you're beside here with on the screen spent some time with us there. We treated him to dinner.
they tried to scare me.
Not hard to do.
I'll tell you the place we stayed in the year before, last year, man, that internet was non-existent.
Yeah, yeah. This is a nice
We had a
campground.
good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, that was rough though, because we actually went down there thinking we took the RV and I
Oh,
thought, well, we'll
bandana,
stay
Grandma, I
a
wish y'all
week,
could
you
come.
know, we'll just stay down there a whole week and I'll work from the RV.
Remotely, yeah.
But the internet was so horrible that we couldn't even do it.
Well, if
we
you got-
just packed up.
if
and
you
left.
if you have Verizon, you're good to go at that other campground.
Oh, okay. I need to get Verizon.
Nathan, tell us what's going on down in Tennessee.
Lots of heat.
Lots of
Other than
heat.
that, like I said, it's been slacking.
You were having some wild animal problems down there, weren't you? Some predator problems.
Oh yeah, I lost all my chickens.
Was that
All my meat chickens.
Was that a wild animal? Or was that a neighbor's dog?
It's a wild something that ain't gonna be bothering me for any time soon.
So what you're saying is that nuisance was eliminated?
I'm just gonna say the nuisance hasn't been around in a while.
Okay.
How many chickens did you lose?
25 meat chickens, close to 20 speckled Sussex.
And I
That's
wish
bad.
I knew a good
Watch
person
yourself. You come here to eat when your wife's not around. Watch yourself.
We lost 30 chickens to foxes this year, which was really, really rough. So we started out with 100.
I tried setting a snare for it and I just shook it off.
Yeah. We went out the next night and sat and wait. And Lawrence said, I saw something because a car drove by. He's like, I saw them. They're out there. And I didn't see them. So I thought, there's no way they're out there. And I regret it, but I turn on my flashlight and I see the foxes and I I should have waited. If I'd have waited just a few minutes, it would have been good. But
Come on now, you know how to set that number.
Build on the Rock
Say that again.
Homestead. I have never heard of a Mexican
What?
black bear. I didn't know that they
She
came
had.
in.
I
sure.
saw
Go for it.
pictures she put up. That black bear.
Yeah, but I didn't know that there were Mexican ones and United States ones, and
We had a major raccoon problem, but that was taken care of.
I
But we had a major raccoon problem.
I think
Those are tasty as well.
I had a plastic tote of birdseed sitting outside, right outside our back door, and I put a heavy rock on it before we left, on the lid. We got home from Missouri, the rock was off, the tote was tilted, and the birdseed is obliterated. And I'm sure it's that groundhog. I think it's that groundhog that we've had around here.
Yeah, groundhog can move a rock.
yeah, it was probably about half the size of a concrete block. So it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, especially if you had a couple of days to work at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to find something to put back in the tote that will take care of that animal.
It's called a 220 conibear.
That's not close to water.
somebody's asking about raccoons. I don't know if they're talking for foxes. I don't know if they're talking to me, but the fox getting into the chicken tractor was a mistake by one of my young children. So kind of left one of the doors unlocked.
Whoa.
And the fox got in. So
Wow.
we remedied that, and we didn't have any other problems after that. And we hadn't had problems before. I'm sure they were out there stalking them all, frequently trying to get in. But
Yeah.
They're just waiting for that one oops.
yep,
Mhm.
it was an expensive oops.
My critter went through hardware.
Was it a gray or a red?
Red fox. There were 3 of them that night. The night that Lawrence and I sat out waiting for him, there were actually 3. It looked like a mom and a couple young ones.
Must be nice to see reds. We barely have any reds down here at all anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're over. I mean, we still got some grays. I got some grays on the back part, in the back half of the property, and I kind of let them be because they help keep the mice and rat population down. As long as they stay back there, they start creeping up this way, then they're gonna get the MB 450, and then we'll thin them out again. But I got a big bobcat now. I watched him grow for some time, and I think he may, because he's gotten larger, he may start wandering up this way. So this trapping season, I'm probably gonna target him because he's getting a little bit bigger. And now that we got those new goats, and they're so tiny, he'll walk off with one of them, and Ladessa will kill me if that happens.
Bobcats are real elusive around here. Like, my husband's seen them maybe a couple times. We don't really get them.
It's amazing to me that raccoons are everywhere. They're in the city, they're in the country, they're in the suburbs.
Oh no, and they're obnoxious.
When we lived in Gloucester, Massachusetts, which is pretty populated, we were on the second floor with an apartment, and we had these stairs that went up the back to a small landing. And at night, my husband sometimes would wrap up our evening trash and set it out there to bring down the next morning. And he'd hear noises, and he'd see the raccoons are out there trying to get into it. So he got to the habit that he'd go to the back door when he heard the noise and it's pitch black out, and he'd pull open that door and yell, "Rah!" and they'd go taking off. Well, he'd do this almost every night. And this one night, he went out there to do that, and I don't know what stopped him from his normal routine. But just for the heck of it, he flicked on the light first, and there were 2 skunks sitting out there.
Oh my goodness.
So I thought that could have been a
That
tragedy.
could have been
That
bad.
could have been real bad.
We'd
I
still
pray
be
every
selling him.
dog that he never gets sprayed. I don't want my dog to ever get sprayed by a skunk. But mating season up here is like February to March. and you can just smell. I mean, out here you can just smell skunk, and I pray that my dog never gets that curious.
Well, if he gets sprayed, send me an email and I'll send you my recipe, and it'll get rid of it. Because when I trap them, they sometimes they spray a little, but they naturally, from any time that they spray, they do have some of that essence left on their fur, and that's why they have that natural kind of stink to them as they walk around. My recipe, you can wash it off and it's gone.
Oh.
I need that recipe. Our dog got sprayed this spring. It was gross.
Jason's bathwater.
It's all that testosterone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We had skunks coming through, I think about every night for 2 weeks.
Jason.
Jason likes to smell a
Evan,
skunk too.
skunk
He
out-
said it smells
out
like
underneath
money.
the front porch one time. And Mama,
What'd you say?
Well, I mean, skunk essence right now, fur is in the tank. You're not getting much for fur anymore. It's better. I mean, one of the main reasons why I still trap is just spend time with my girls because they like to do it.
And put meat in the freezer.
And well, yeah, because we eat the beaver. But the tanning out the hides and getting Robin to make a teddy bear or a coonskin cap or whatever it is that she feels like making, those sell more 10 times, 20 times more than what the fur is worth getting it sold to auction.
Yeah.
Because the Chinese are just dominating the fur trade right now, and if they just don't feel like paying a price for it, they're just going to let it sit. And you may get the Russians to come in and buy a few, but that's it. But skunk essence is in everything. If it's a deodorant, perfume,
Yeah, it's in a lot
aftershave,
I didn't know
air
that.
freshener, yeah.
It's in a lot of stuff.
It's in anything that you go to put out that has a smell to it. There's a percentage of skunk essence in there because it'll bind with the smell molecules for whatever the scent is, and it makes it be able to go out there further, to be able to travel further. So the stronger the perfume is, them little old ladies that are come walking through the store and you can smell them 20 minutes before they get there, or 20 minutes to an hour after they leave, they're pretty much drenched in skunk essence and they don't even know it.
That's funny. That's interesting you talking about fur prices and stuff, because my dad, when he was a kid, he had a big trap line, and when he was 13, he said he on a good day he would make more, especially if he got a mink or two. He would make more. He would make more money than an adult working for a whole week.
Yeah.
And now the fur prices are just, it's not even worth doing it. I mean, unless you just.
It's not even worth the effort of skinning the animal.
Yeah.
If you talk to some older generation folks that were trapping before the fallout in 76, 75, 76, some of them will tell you they know people that paid for a complete college education, master's degree by trapping.
All right. Well, I've just been made aware I have to go. So
nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice seeing you.
Take care, Ethan.
All right.
Thank you.
Ethan, thanks so much for stopping in.
Hey,
Good to
call
see
me,
you
Ethan,
again.
and I'll get you that recipe for the dog.
I will do that. All right. See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Okay, and we have somebody else here that just joined, although I don't see their camera.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Working on it right now. All right, this is a fellow that we met at the at the shindig.
Yes, sir.
This is the one that gave Chris the camera.
Yes.
That's our Russian friend.
Oh gosh, yes.
Hey guys,
How you
how's
doing?
it going?
Real good. Yourself? There he is. Are these,
Me and my wife we quit our job truck driving.
You did?
I was just going to ask, are you still driving a truck?
Yeah, we quit it like almost a month ago, and now we're getting ready to travel again. So we might see you guys around.
Okay. Wow.
Going looking for your homestead?
Something like that. We're still learning. So we're going to be staying with other farmers in exchange. Pretty much, we're going to exchange our time on their farm to help them out around. In exchange,
cool.
we get free stay, free food. Pretty much, we'll do that with Workaway and Woof.
Okay. To be a woofer.
Yep.
Woofer.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Well, that's a great idea.
Do you have a camper?
We do not. We just purchased a minivan that we're able to use for sleeping, and then we also purchased a 4x6 trailer to hook up behind it, so that way we can throw our minivan seats into, and a few other things behind it. So yeah, that's our plan.
I know a nice family out in Georgia. They're called the Cattywampus. You saying I'm number one, Robert?
Type something into the chat so people can grab your channel.
Sure. Give me
Okay.
one moment. Get back to that, because I just closed it out.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
And he has, and you have a couple channels, do you not?
I do. I have two
wow.
channels. So one is in Russian, one is in English.
Yeah.
Okay.
The English would probably be better for here.
Sure. I'm gonna switch over.
Unless
in a second.
I recognize vodka.
You recognize wine too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I bet he recognized it better the next morning.
Yep.
What are you saying? That he had to sleep on it?
Well, I think he finished up the bottle, that one bottle.
Oh yeah,
What
he
you
didn't.
talking about, Sherry?
He didn't even pour it in the glass. It was just.
He's just the bottle. Yeah. Yeah. I thought he had a straw. Yeah.
Just typed in "here I am."
There. Okay. There we go.
Just the Other Life is his American channel.
Now, a quick question: Do you get more views from your Russian audience or your English audience?
My Russian audience, because I do more videos there.
Okay. Did you ever thought about doing subtitles in English and
Yes. What I do, I upload my videos ahead of time, usually, not always, but usually, and let Google algorithm pick up my Russian language and everything. And then I go in or give someone a unlisted link, and they do the type out for me. Make sure it's all correct, but not anymore as much as I used to do. Because looking at my statistics, I only have one person who used to watch it, and he's gone. So.
So what made you quit driving truck?
We saved up enough money to travel.
Yeah, truck drivers make a lot of money.
Yeah. Plus, we didn't have a rent. We didn't have bills besides cell phone. So why not?
Yeah, and your wife was also a truck driver. Was that not?
She is my team driver. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, they were like 24/7 down the road.
Are y'all empty nesters?
Well, we never had kids yet, so.
Okay.
I'm only 29, so.
Cindy, they're still building their nest.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still in there. Yeah, right now, if you see the garage door behind me, I'm in my parents' garage at the moment. So I'm just working on a few things. Like we just bought this minivan that I'm gonna change some shock absorbers. I'm gonna change water pump and timing belt, and a few other things on it just to get it roadworthy. Hook up a trailer behind it, finish with the registration in South Dakota, and that's gonna be it. And we're on our way.
Cool.
What are your plans? Where are you heading?
Well, first off, we're gonna go for 2 days to Wyoming for. I'm sure you heard of our Wyoming Live channel. So we're gonna go to their roundup.
Actually, no, I've not heard of it.
Really? They're big, actually.
Are they?
That's the one.
Yeah, it's our Wyoming Live.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a link in the chat. They're pretty cool. Mike and Aaron, they're awesome. They have a store on their property. You can come and visit them and buy their products. They raise meat cattle.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, they're pretty fun people, and I'm directly in touch with them. I can literally call them anytime I need to. So it's not allowing me to put links in the chat. So
Wait a minute. Let me.
okay, someone just posted it, I think. Oh no, that's another thing.
Let me just type something in, and I'll make you moderator so you can do that. Just say hi or something.
Yeah. So yeah.
I got it, Daryl.
Okay, you should be good to go.
Go ahead. You should
Okay.
be able to post a
Try
link
it.
now.
There it goes. So that's Mike and Aaron. They raise meat cattle in Wyoming, in Gillette, Wyoming. They're pretty nice people, and we went to their roundup last year, and we were part of their live stream from hotel and things like that. And we actually stayed with, not exactly with them, but next to their property in our truck. Pretty much we spend a week over there helping around, preparing for the roundup and everything, like mowing grass and so on, to get everything ready. Then we also use our truck while we were at it to deliver some hay over to the property. So yeah.
Okay, well,
It was fun.
I'm not at all familiar with their channel. I mean, are they are they more about what exactly is the substance
They're
of their
a
channel?
commercial farm that raises cattle for beef.
Okay.
They are now they're getting closer to people. They're trying to tell people where their meat is coming from, how it's raised, what's going on, and what the problems they're meeting on the roadway. Because, like with government changing rules right now, they don't like the rule, but they changed the rules that farmers can now directly sell to consumers, and they actually don't like that because now you don't have to go through USDA or something like that.
Okay, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's quite a few things they're working on. Then, yeah, they're fun people. They're easy to talk to and get around with and stuff. Yeah.
So how has this pandemic affected you this year?
Actually, in a positive way, of all things. When pandemic hit us, we were about to quit in, let's say, in May 1st. We already gave our notice to the owner of the truck. And then pandemic hit, and I called the owner. I'm like, you know what? We're not going to be able to travel anyways. Our plans are gone that we built, and now we'll stay more on the truck. And he's like, heck yeah, thank you, God, you know? But anyways, long story short, we got so busy. Government told us that we don't have to run our logbooks because how busy it went for us. And we did a lot of government loads, a lot of sanitizers, a lot of hospital parts for equipment and things like that. And they told us you don't have to run your logs, even though we did. And we ran out of our 70-hour limit for 8 days, both of us. And we still rolled it because it's government loads and it's exempt and all that good stuff. So we made a bunch of money. For those first probably 5 weeks, we're making north of $2,000 each per week.
Wow.
So it was really crazy. We went like berserk. Anyways, then we set another date to quit. It was June 6th. And we gave a notice again to the fleet owner and told them we were quitting on June 6th. And then he called us and begged us to stay for a little bit more because he had another team quit because of COVID and everything. And he said that if we quit, he only has 2 more trucks running out of 8 trucks that he owns, and he still has to pay bills on them, and insurance is like crazy on it. So, and he said that if we quit, he is gonna go bankrupt. So we're like, you know what? He's been really well with us. He never lied to us on our pay, He never did anything bad to us. If anything, we could always give him a call and we get it. Like, we wanted satellite radio, he got it for us. We wanted satellite TV, he got it for us. Like, no questions asked. You know, like, you want it, you have it. Simple as that. Brand new truck, we got it with 0 miles on it. What else? Yeah, it was awesome. And we're like, you know what? We're gonna stay with him because this guy is awesome. We want to keep him on the road and make sure his business is thriving. So we stayed for a little bit more, and we told him like probably till end of July. And he's like, yeah, I think I can find some more drivers by then. And while at it, he doesn't have Facebook. He's an old school guy. So I posted on Facebook trucking groups like, hey, there's Class B truck job available, blah, 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 you know, description. And I found 3 teams for him that way. So this job that we did, it requires to be 2 drivers only. It cannot be 1 driver. Because we do all of those emergency loads for GM and so on. So, yeah, long story short, I found them 3 teams. And then by the end of July, I told them, like, yeah, we're quitting. And he's like, yeah, now I can let you guys go, type of thing. So, and he was, like, so thankful about it. But in mid-July, what happened is, oh, yeah, I have to backtrack a little bit. In December of 2019, we got hit on our truck. So what happened is, me and my wife were sleeping. We were not in a hurry, so we decided to both have a stopped sleep time. And in Eloy, Arizona, some driver from Canada was driving out from the parking lot. And instead of driving out to main road of the parking lot, he decided to pass between 2 trucks. Here's the thing. His license was only 3 months old. Another thing is that he was a student. His trainer was not next to him. And then he tried to flee. I woke up and I watched my dash cam footage. From the time he hit me to the time I was in front of my truck, it was less than 45 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was already flashing my like security flashlight into his mirrors to let him know, hey, I see you. You're too late to run away. And then he turned into fuel stations like, yeah, my trainer told me to park in safe space. I'm like, dude, you're in parking lot. You are in safe space.
Wow.
You know, you don't need to go anywhere once you hit someone. Yeah. That's how it works. And that guy was like, I don't know the rules, regulations. I'm like, dude, if you don't know something, you stop and figure it out.
Right. You don't run away.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Anyways, I got cops involved and everything because that's how my fleet owner requires it. Anyways, it was a crazy thing happened.
Well, Ivan, it is certainly good to see you. It's been a long time
Likewise.
since we've had the chance to talk with you here.
Yeah, it was a long time since I had this much time free available for this stuff. Yeah, I was so busy. It was crazy.
I got a question for everyone since you talked about that, Daryl. How has this whole pandemic affected everyone else?
0% not getting to go to get-togethers.
It's been scary. My
My
husband's a truck driver too, and so he hauls laundry to 5 or 6 hospitals in this area, and he deals with the virus on a daily basis with laundry and all different kinds of stuff. So when it first broke out, I was like terrified because I was worried that he was going to bring it home. But, you know, now that I know, I mean, he has people that work directly with the virus and, you know, and stuff like that, and they've never gotten it. So not saying that it doesn't exist, but I'm a little more relaxed than I was in the beginning, for sure.
Yeah, we have Facebook groups that are
It was
a whole bunch
scary
of truck
for a while.
drivers. And we did a questionnaire for truck drivers. We have over 100,000 subscribers in our group. Anyways, we asked if anyone from truck drivers ever had COVID or knows someone who has COVID, or someone, maybe they know someone who passed away and things like that. Not a single voice. out of 100,000 drivers. So it says something.
Yeah.
My great uncle actually passed away from it, so I'm not saying it's not, but it's just really hyped up.
Would you say, Nathan?
My great uncle passed away from it, from complications to it. So I know it's real. It's really hyped up more than what it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, statistically speaking, it's not as bad as some other things that we had. And at first, it was interesting how at first it was like a flattening curve. Now it's we're trying to stop it. So people agreed to one thing, but they switch over things, and now they're pushing the same thing on another stuff. So it's kind of iffy. For instance, currently I'm a resident of South Dakota, and in South Dakota they didn't do closures like that. All they say is just keep 6 feet, and that's it. And restaurants were open. We visited South Dakota multiple times. We had no problem with restaurants. No masks required. Any other state like Illinois or New York or California, they're like, oh, masks only, no restaurants, no nothing. So yeah.
What about you, Brenda?
Here, life goes on about the same. I mean, if you're going to the store, some stores have signs that say they require a mask. Some say they suggest wearing a mask.
I hate wearing a mask, and I'm sorry for anybody that has actually wear a mask at work. Because, 89 degrees, it is so hot, and you have this thing on your face. It's horrible. I can't even imagine working with that thing on your face. I can't. It's horrible.
Yeah. My husband works in a bullet factory, and they have so far 4 people that have tested positive. And at first they put them in quarantine, but big bosses said, nope, go to work. Just wear a mask.
Another thing I'm skeptical about is the tests themselves. People say, oh, you got tested positive or negative or whatever. How accurate is that test, and how much do we know about it? That's another
I don't think it's very accurate because our governor of our state just got tested, and he said, oh, I'm positive, because he was going to meet, I think, President Trump on the tarmac or something, and he had to get tested. And then not even a day later, the news came out and said that he doesn't have it. And then he took another test. He took 3 tests, and he definitely does not have it. But his first test said that he did.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know.
My brother-in-law had it, and he went right down, was on a respirator, comatose, and they ended up giving him the serum made from somebody who had survived it, and he recovered. And he's still being nursed, but he's recovered. And I also have a friend whose father died of it, so I do know some people. But
could you imagine the uproar that there would be, and that if they were so lackadaisical like they are with these test results, if they were with a test of HIV or cancer or something? Oh, you got cancer. Oh, wait a minute, no, you don't. Oh, you got AIDS. Oh, wait a minute, no, you don't. Yep. People would lose their mind, and that's
completely.
to me, that makes it lose a lot of validity of whether or not how serious this thing really is. Because if it was something super serious, like they're trying to make it out to be, like it ranks up there with cancer or HIV, I think they'd be a little bit more serious about those test results. And how can an NBA How can a superstar, an NBA basketball player, or an NFL player get their test results back within a couple of hours, but the rest of us, it takes weeks?
Yep.
Well,
Jason, my oldest
I gotta say one more quick thing. Carol, that was an awesome video.
Hey, I wasn't the one who was caught cuddling with Apollo on a couch.
Photoshop. That was
Photoshop.
Busted.
Now,
just for that, I wish you would have got stuck in there.
I wish Apollo.
Back to the mask conversation.
Just
What do you say, Daryl?
Well, Jason, I want you to know it's got to be pretty serious since masks have preempted everything on the Amber Alert signs.
Oh yeah, yeah. When we were coming home, yeah, the Amber Alert signs on the highway.
Wear your mask. You look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
The mask thing is not that serious down here. Because if you go to Walmart, they go to hand you a mask. If you just say, and they're like, all right, don't worry about it. They don't even ask you. You know, all you can do is just say, and they're like, okay. And they let you walk on in.
Yeah.
Walmart, Academy, Lowe's. Lowe's don't even ask you. None of the stores do. I don't wear them.
It also depends on the state.
Mm-hmm. Well, wasn't the death toll rate, up there years ago when they had the swine flu, the H1N1?
Oh, I think it's much higher than what it ever has been for this. The whole thing is, the only thing they talk about is the coronavirus. That's all they talk about. They don't compare it with the flu. They don't compare it with anything else. They don't compare it with snake bites, drowning, drunk driving. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they putting COVID-19 in its own vacuum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, my oldest daughter works in a mental hospital, and she has been tested every week for the past month. And here's the deal. Every test they've done on her has been different.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, it was going all the way up into the sinuses with a long Q-tip.
Yes, had that one.
Then it was just inside the nostril on the next test.
Those were learners.
This last test,
Carol, I didn't get a kiss.
They actually used a brush inside her nostril.
And then it's gonna be a breathalyzer or something.
How can you get a result out of something that you are doing different every time? How do you expect the same?
Oh, they're probably improving something.
No, they're not improving anything. Look,
No.
I go to an.
I think they're
acupuncturist.
experimenting.
They are. They don't know. I go to an acupuncturist twice a week.
They can't get.
He sees many different types of people, and one of the things that he has said to me, he knows he's been around people that has had COVID. But what he does is he takes colloidal silver, and he has it in
Good
a
night,
nasal
bandana,
spray.
Grandma.
And he
She just
squirts it. He basically does the inhaler thing
She said night.
up his nostrils. And he says that he honestly believes that colloidal silver acts like a prophylactic in his nostrils. Because people who mouth breathe all the time won't catch it either. It has to go through your nose and get up in your sinus cavity from everything that they're saying. And so he says with that colloidal silver, it puts that extra layer up there that it binds to the silver and doesn't get lodged in his thing. And he has to be extra special careful because he has a daughter with special needs at the house. And he has
imagine all those people who are running around with a mask under their nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think I'm just going to start wearing that mask across my nose then so I can breathe through my mouth.
Well, I like the ones that wear it around their neck like they got gills or something.
Yeah.
Or
I saw
on
a
their chin,
guy
like they're protecting
3D
their
print
chin.
something. I saw a guy 3D print like around his nostrils and his mouth, so that way he breathes under the mask downward. And he just puts a mask on top of that, you don't see it. So it was kind of crazy thing, but hey, it works for him.
What gets me is in the beginning there was a mask shortage. Now everybody has a mask. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Mine is just a piece of cloth.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are wearing. Is just I've seen people just stick their T-shirt up over their face and tie it with some 550 cord.
Bandana.
Not doing anything.
And we have lots of them right here that we are making custom for people. If anybody would like to get one.
Have you seen those Facebook Facebook things where they like have like a diaper on their head?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Or there's people that wear like a plastic bag on their
I need
head.
to get a mask. Underwear. My dad makes me wear this. ugly.
The one where the husband and wife was in Walmart and they had sanitary pads across their nose and their mouth.
Yep.
Goodness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People are having fun. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's what I say, you know. Nowadays people wear masks not because they're like scared to get COVID or anything, just because of the laws or regulations locally.
It makes me wonder. I think a Halloween mask.
I call it ticket avoider. So
Yeah.
What?
A toad.
ticket avoider.
A toad in the garden. Lots of us. Jason, Daryl, me. A lot of us had it November, December, January, before anything came out that that's what it was, and yeah, it was something that stuck around.
Yeah, I think we all probably had it back in March.
Wasn't going to.
Why do you think they call it COVID-19? If it would have been here,
It's a family
I think my mom.
of COVID.
well, I
I
mean,
thought my mom had it,
but it could have been COVID-20.
she was sick for a month or a month and a half, just coughing horribly and everything. And she had on her. She had
Yeah.
she had her tendon cut in her hand, and really sick. And she was sick for a month and a half, and we all thought that she had it, but she just got tested and nothing. So I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Interesting about COVID-19, it started in 2019, so they called it COVID-19, and it's a family of COVID. So there's like 40 different types of them. But me and my wife were joking about it in a way of that. If we would have COVID, it probably happened to us in January, because in January we stopped trucking. We literally just stopped where we were in Laredo, Texas. And we stayed there for 10 days. We were sick, throwing up. It was hard to breathe. Like we're sneezing a lot. We didn't know what's going on with us. Like we couldn't eat for long periods of time. Like few days in a row, we couldn't eat. And then I can't remember 3 days out of 10 days. That's how bad it was. Like we slept through in our truck and we just didn't go anywhere. I mean, we did go to truck stop doctor that they have over there in Laredo on TA, and they just told us that it was a severe version of flu. That's all they told me at that time, and they just told me like just get over it, type of thing. And then we were just there on a vacation mode in our company for 10 days, and we told the company we're sick, we're out, and that was a good thing about that company. If you're sick, they're not going to force you to do anything.
Yeah, you better hide his face.
I just need a mask for temperance that says, my dad makes me wear this to have my ugly.
I'll make you a mask, Nathan.
My wife can knit you one.
Just wait till next month, Nathan.
Masks?
What about those masks that are like see-through? They're like plastic, but they're see-through, so you can still see people's mouths.
I'm gonna make some like
it's
that.
Actually
the
easier.
naked mask.
Yeah, the see-through masks are actually amazing for those who can't hear or hard of hearing, because they can read your lips when you're talking to them. It's amazing. I have a few friends who are deaf and they cannot really hear anything, and that helps a lot. And a lot of times, like they're mute and deaf. Actually, they sign you like take your mask off.
You
I
say
don't
mute
understand.
Mute and deaf.
Oh,
From the mutant. Gooch.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, and I have to sign with them to communicate. Otherwise, and even if you are signing with people in sign language, you still have to use your lips, because part of communication is the shape of your lips, because you kind of pronounce it on the back of your head. We're trying to tell them, and they read that too.
Right.
So that kind of helps too.
Okay, Ivan, I have to ask, since you mentioned this now, is Russian Sign Language different from?
Way different.
Way different.
I would think any language would be.
I would think so, but it's something I never gave it a thought before.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Our language is even different between.
Theirs have a lot of vodka in it.
Yes.
I think Sydney's agreeing with that.
For instance, the simple word thank you is in ASL, thank you. And then in Russian, thank you like this. So it's different.
Wow.
Hold on, I missed it. What? How'd it go again?
So the American thank you is this, just like hand
Yeah.
out.
Uh-huh.
That's a good one. But anyways, and then the Russian is just hands together, like
Really?
like you're praying. Yeah.
And so what
It's just
about
because
this?
of the way the Russian language is.
So like this, like what? How you do hi in English, like that, or something like that? How do,
just hi.
it's like some type of way.
No, if you go by letters, then yes.
You gotta know how to
So there's letters. You can spell things out with your hand. That's one thing. But there's also just signs that mean words. And usually that's nothing to be. The only time actually people spell things out if there's no word for it or they don't know that word in sign language. That's
like
the only time they
Jason,
spell things.
I could, if you could read my lips.
Oh, my internet's unstable.
Something with love. I'm not good with lips reading.
Oh no, I was saying olive oil. Olive oil. Olive oil.
Yeah. That's why I said something to do with love or something like that. Yeah. Because you said olive.
Olive oil.
Yeah,
Olive
it's
oil.
a similar thing. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's actually fun working with people with disabilities. I enjoyed that. My wife enjoys it, and we've been working with people who don't speak or anything like that. Or also, we've been working with blind people quite often. And interesting thing about blind people. You know
I
how
thought you said black people. I was like, what?
It's not all about black people, Sydney.
We
like neighbors.
We discussed that, Sydney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
look how red Ivan is.
With blind people, when people have their own guide dogs and everything like that, the easiest thing you can do, let's say you're trying to lead them somewhere, they are asking you for directions in the store or something, and the easiest thing you can do, you can actually tell a dog, follow, and the dog will follow you. And while you are walking, keep talking to the blind person because they're using their hearing to know where you are and where to go, actually.
You should have never shared that because Sydney's gonna next blind person that Sydney sees, he's gonna walk up there and look at the dog and go follow.
No,
and have them going all through Target for the next 45 minutes.
Check this out. So me and Mrs. Naked Gardner, we was in Austin in one of our anniversary weekends, and the homeless and bums there have vastly improved and grown since I've been there since high school. So me and Mrs. Naked Gardner, we pretended to make out to keep the homeless and bums talking with us, and here she goes acting like she's deaf and they're up there doing all these hands. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing, woman? And then I'm like, would it be funny if a homeless person came up and started talking back to you like this? And you're like, you start angry typing and stuff, doing all this stuff.
Yep.
He is a hoot.
It happened before. Back in 2011, 2012, I used to do private security in California. And one of my locations was an apartment complex. And there was a situation where I got called in by my dispatcher saying that there's a police officers on one of our locations that we secure. And they have some issues with someone who is mute. And they're trying to do the writing thing, and I'm like, okay. So I decided to drive over there on my patrol car, and I came over there. And that person was like signing to cops, and the cops don't understand what's going on. And then I start signing back to the person and translating it to cops. And then next thing we know, that person actually speaks. He's just trying to get away from cops that way.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I actually out-signed him, so yeah.
Hey, Jason, got any bees in that hive yet?
Of course I do.
When do you think you'll be ready to make some honey?
I don't think I'm going to be the one making the honey. The bees got to make the honey. I just got to go rob it.
Exactly.
Well, when you gonna rob the honey?
I'm not going to rob this year. I'm going to let them have it this year because they had to build out so much in the combs and everything. And I just want to make sure that
They're healthy enough.
that they're healthy enough and that they can make it over the winter.
How now with this was a mild winter that y'all just had here in Georgia. Does it normally get this mild?
Yes and no. Every couple of years we will get some snow that'll last maybe a day or two.
Yeah, that snow y'all had here last time was kind of freakish.
No, that wasn't snow. That was like 6 guys with dandruff. We barely get it to where it sticks. And but when we do, boy, it sticks. Like I'm really hoping that we get a good cold winter this year, and by the way that everything's acting and behaving, you know, because I don't trust the weatherman. I just kind of pay attention to the critters. The critters will tell you, like your own dog will tell you, if he starts to get his winter fur early, he starts shedding a lot, and his fur's coming in thicker, you get a good chance of having a good cold winter. And so even with Apollo, he's starting to shed a lot, and it's starting to come in a little bit thicker. And so I'm thinking that we're going to get a good cold winter, which is then keeping me from robbing any of my hives, because all my swarms were wild swarms this year that we caught. And so I know I could go out there and rob, but I have not seen a lot of the fall pollinators plants yet. And so stuff like the what's the one that everybody drinks to not hop on a urinalysis? The what is that?
Gold seal.
Golden seal. Yeah, I've not seen that kind of.
I would know.
And puff give. And, you know, I haven't seen any of that yet. So, you know, so I'm kind of backing off, thinking. Just like I saw my honeybees, it was the weirdest thing this year. I happened to be talking to Doug at the time, and I was just like, and Doug could tell I was distracted. He's like, "No, I need to let you go." I'm like, "No," I said, "I swear I got a swarm in this sweet gum tree." Well, the sweet gum tree had nothing but a whole bunch of ivy in it, and for some reason, the ivy flowered this year, and the bees went nuts over it. I bet you I had every honeybee within a 20-mile radius inside these 2 to 3 trees, because Doug could hear it on the phone. And it was just humming.
How did it go again?
Huh?
How did it go again?
Do you know that your head actually comes up to a point? It almost is like a top of a pyramid. Anybody ever tell you that?
I love that you're fascinated with my head.
I mean, it's right now it's just taking up my whole screen, and you look like we come from France.
That makes me blush that you're fascinated about my head, Jason.
I'm fascinated. I was just wondering if you knew that you looked
it's
like,
hard
like
to make
you
me
had
blush.
Dan Aykroyd and you were going to be a conehead or something.
It's hard to make me blush.
That tell. So that survived last year. It's fine in those deer stands.
What's that?
Repeat that again, Nathan.
We know Jason's bees survived last winter just fine in those deer stands 20 foot up in the air. They'll be good this year.
Hey, nobody asked you, Nathan. Now, one person said, "Hey, Nathan, what do you think about Jason's honeybees?"
I think they're lucky.
And those weren't my honeybees. They were for a friend. That was for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I feed you all winter long when your wife ain't around, dude. I wouldn't be in anything.
You didn't feed me. Your lovely bride fed me. Well, first time she force fed me meat. Gave me meat.
Oh yeah,
sweat.
force fed you meat.
Yeah.
It's like
Very first time my wife met him, she fed him fried chicken.
I'm like, how racist is that?
Did you have watermelon? I gave him watermelon.
Yeah, and then here goes Sherry. Like, can you cut this watermelon? What are you trying to say? But yes, I can.
And then we invited Sydney over for Thanksgiving, and Robin was like, ask Sydney which one he would prefer, the injections that he would prefer in the turkey, and she gave me this garlic and honey one, and then this other one that's jalapeno. And I'm like, really? It's the jalapeno one. She's like, that's racist. I'm like, how is that racist? And and so she's like, just ask him. So I sent him a picture. I said, which one? And he's like, the jalapeno one. I'm from Texas. I'm like, see, told you, but I wasn't even going with the whole Texas thing. But bam.
Yeah. You know, it's so much people think about like when they have some guests in their house and like if they're from different race and stuff like that, they're like, oh, what do they eat? I'm like, guys, if you think about it, doesn't that make you a little bit racist? You know, if you start thinking like, oh, what do other races eat or what do other races do? I'm like, that's when you become racist, I think. You know, if you're having guests over, doesn't matter what race they are, you're gonna eat with me the same thing I eat.
Well,
it's just simple as that.
Well, but Ivan, it can also
Yeah,
be meaning to be very
Unless
considerate.
there's some food limitation, like with no pork or something like that, I understand that.
Yeah, but it can also be a consideration that you want to.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
You can ask and see if they have something different and things like that. But other than that, that's about it.
Well, I would always ask Sydney if he would rather have vanilla or strawberry ice cream.
Strawberry.
See?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't touch
That's
it.
true. Yeah, so it depends on people. It depends on how people look at things. Some people react one way, the other way. Some people make jokes about it. So it depends on people, I guess. And yeah, Miss Kind says that some stereotypes are true, and that is true. Yeah.
So Jason, when is the next trapping season start?
December the 1st.
Holy butt plug snapping.
And it goes all the way to the last day in February. You gonna be here for it?
I'll be in the U.S. for it.
I might be around for that.
Come on, Sydney. You need to come run a trap line with me. We'll go stomping down through that beaver swamp.
Yeah. We're going to be in September in Tennessee, in Unicoi.
Well, I do like beaver, so I might try it out with you.
And you know that artificial vanilla flavoring comes from beavers, right?
And we'll inject it. We'll inject it with some jalapeno.
So
Yeah.
Ivan, you said you're going to be in Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be close to Chris's place or what?
I'm going to be at his place, actually.
Oh, okay. I've heard of it. We've not ventured there yet, but I have heard of it. I guess
We're going to be the first people going there, I guess.
I guess Jason has been there.
Jason, what?
You've been to Chris's place?
Yeah, like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we pretty much lived there for a little bit. It seemed like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Chris is about 3 hours from us.
Not that far.
Nah, so we go up there just about all the time. We haven't been up there since the virus hit, and he hasn't been down here either. But he's due to come. He's due to come down here pretty soon.
Yeah, he wants me over there really bad because he wants his internet better. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, I'll need it.
Hey, Nathan, if I come swing by, you're gonna show me how to what's it called? How to pluck some quail, kill some quail, since Jason won't show me.
Boy, I am gonna shut the door.
I can. They're super easy.
What's there to plug?
I don't pluck them. I skin them, but yeah.
You're gonna show me how to harvest them.
Hey, Nathan, don't let him act hard, because the moment that he sees blood, he's gonna be.
That's beside the
I've heard
point.
that before. That story checks out.
That's beside the point.
First time he came over and we were processing chickens, boy, I thought there was something wrong with the plucker. Every time we saw blood,
Man, let me tell y'all this story. So I don't like blood, and the night before I was going to Jason's house to do my first plucking in whatever it's called, And so I was up there watching videos of it, and I'm just like, oh my God, I was drinking heavily. I called Mrs. Naked Garden, babe, I don't think I can do this. I'm about to cancel. I'm about to call Jason and Robin and just let them know I just can't do it. She's like, oh, you're just being the woods. I was like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm about to throw up just thinking about it right now, just watching these videos. She said, oh, you can't do it now. It's too late to back out. I was like, oh, okay. And so the first time I was there, we did it. They did. I just watched them. I was like, okay, this is not too bad and everything. And then the second time, Mrs. Naked Gardener was there, and she cut the throat and stuff like that. I was like, oh, well, I can't let her outdo me. So I had to cut at least 2 throats and stuff like that. And I got kind of used to it after then.
Yeah, it's funny about that. Me and my wife were visiting our friends in Massachusetts area. Anyways, and they had an issue with a what was it? I think it was what is that animal that kills chickens all the time? I forgot the name of it.
Weasel?
No, the bigger one.
Raccoon?
Raccoon, yeah. So they had problem with the raccoon over there. So me and the owner of the house, we pretty much caught him with a fish net. Long story short, we're deciding what to do, with either to take it away and release him elsewhere or to just dispatch him. And my wife goes, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. I'm like, you're a bloodthirsty woman. Yeah, that was fun though. So we decided to take it like 20 miles away. So yeah, because that was just one raccoon in the area that kept coming and snatching chickens.
Tempe, what are you eating? Hey, Tempe, what are you eating?
Huh?
Peanut butter spoon. It's empty now. She just got a spoon in her mouth.
Oh, okay, so.
But look, y'all, I've got to go. I got to. Mama's texting, telling me it's time for me to come in. And
yeah, it's a 11:15.
Yeah, it is getting pretty late here, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get going too, guys.
Yeah, it's already 11 at your end.
Okay, well.
Thanks for having me, Daryl and Sherry.
Thanks.
Hey, you guys have a good one.
Thanks for everyone for being here.
Yeah, thanks
No
everyone
problem.
for being
Thanks
here.
for having
All
us.
you folks in the chat, thank you all so much. Special thanks to our moderators.
Bye, guys.
Special thanks to those people that are members of the channel, dressed in green out there. We appreciate all of you. What else, hon? Do something tonight that makes tomorrow better than it was yesterday. With that,
That's for sure.
wait a minute. I have a thing here. Here we go.
I'm afraid to ask.
Take care, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.